Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesdays. It's been a while. I actually have power today. Thank fuck. Oh my god. It's been a heck of a week. But I'm back. I know tomorrow I already got some plans for what I'm going to stream, and of course, Friday is my birthday. I know I'm excited to finally take a little bit of time and we can get our nice Stardew sounds going. I just want to make sure that this stuff actually, sounds good for you guys as well. Because that's another thing. Okay, what last time we made it to summer of year 2. So that's a big plus. Um, Give me a sec. And that, just give it a sec to load. There we go. Oop, accidentally picked up the TV. How is everyone this fine day? Number one source of weather and news and entertainment. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. And the spirits are extremely happy today. Hello, dear. Make sure you don't get a heat stroke, dear. Drink plenty of water and don't overwork yourself. Aw. I think that's the first time I've actually ever heard that from any form of, NPC in these games. Hey, Ziggy. How are you? I'm just happy to finally be back streaming again. I've missed this, honestly. But how is everyone on this fine morning? I do hope it's alright. If not, I do hope it gets better. Bark to you too, doggo. So last time, I know we got some new animals. We were working on getting another auto collector because we had gotten 2 cows, Melon Jam, and Victorian Gay. Decent chillin', wishing I had funds to purchase Stardew. That's fair. Tabs the Bat, yeah. And then we got, Cult of Sharks. This is Unreal. And I believe, if I remember correctly, yeah, Drapsnat and 21. I know, how fancy. But yeah, Stardew did have a new update to the vanilla game. I'm just not playing it today because I decided through a lot of deliberation and a lot of just thinking, we're going to finish before we start it because we're going to be starting from scratch because that's what ConcernedApe recommended. So we're going to start from scratch for the new update. But I wanted to finish this at least first so that we can actually have our full Stardew years and we get to chill in modded for a bit. So we get some time in modded and we'll go from there over time. And then this will go. It's been a while since I've actually played Stardew. But from what I've heard, with the new update, there are a lot of stuff that is added. I don't know everything yet, but when we do inevitably play the new Stardew update, we'll kind of see about that. That's at least my plan. We'll just have to kind of see how it goes. But for now, we're kind of starting with our modded playthrough mainly because I want to finish it before we go back to vanilla because we've already put a lot of work into this and I would like to actually finish it. Which I think you can understand. Either way, though, How is everyone on this? God fucking damn it, that's annoying. How is everyone on this day? I do hope you're well, and if not, I hope it gets better. I know, it's quite nice out. Sunny. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. Literally. I have flowers growing in the yard. I'm gonna turn up the desktop audio. If the audio sounds a bit weird, just tell me. Because it's like my first time turning it up in a long while. Mainly just so you can hear like the Stardew background sounds. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff planned. And I am really excited to see where it goes. Yay, the summer music! Woohoo! But yeah, today is going to be a lot of setting up summer. Stardew music is just so good. Nothing will ever beat Stardew music for me. It's always been one of those music tracks that I can just listen to for like hours on end. Because it's just really good. Concerned Dave did amazing when making it. But yeah, a few things. I don't know if you saw some of it, but I've been... Shit, what was I talking about? God, my brain just completely fried for a second there. But, yeah. For those of you who haven't seen the new Stardew update news and stuff, from what I have seen, it looks like they added a lot. And I mean a lot. Stuff that normally you needed mods for back in the day. So that's a plus. And we're out of water. Time to get more. It's honestly nice just being able to chill. I've missed Stardew. I know we weren't able to get a lot done due to the things that happened last week, but hopefully this week we can get more done. I know tomorrow I'm between a few things, but Friday, because it's my birthday, what we're gonna be doing is fighting the Ender Dragon in Minecraft. So get ready for that if you haven't. I know I'm excited for it. Because it means we are coming up to a point in the Minecraft thing where it's going to be less about progressing and more about just relaxing even more than we already do. So that's going to be a big plus. Okay, so wrong one. So I need all these melons. Summer. Got this. And I'll take mixed seed. I'm probably not going to plant the mixed seeds, to be honest. I think what I'm going to do is start out with these. Over here. And we'll see how good we go with it. We also need to be ready for the luau, because that's going to be a big thing for friendship. So that's another thing we need to be really ready for. But we'll get to it over time. Do I actually have enough? Because if so, that's awesome. I have more than enough. Perfect. It's always good when you have enough. Because then you don't have to worry about other stuff. Okay, so. Let's just check in here real quick. It's loading it. Great. Yeah, right now we just gotta wait for those. What else? What else? I know we need the drawers. We can take this over to, what's her name? Claire. Because I know it's one of her favorites, because that's something I remember. God, trying to remember every single thing is so difficult. Okay, so we have the Sand Dragon's meal, which is Solar Essence. If it weren't for the fact that it's the very first day of summer, I totally would have gone to Skull Caverns. There's Claire. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I feel like it'll be another late work day. Frozen dinner again for me. Hey, it's better than her backing away for once. We actually get to see more from her. Those are rare. I love getting to see more from different NPCs. I think it's cool. Oh yeah, we also got more stuff. Ectoplasm. I'll take Robin's quest, because that's going to be pretty easy to get. I mean, 1880 hardwood is not bad. We can stop by the secret forest. Hi, dear. Oh, big yawn. Either way, though, how is everyone? I know that it's been odd these past few days. But you win some, you lose some. Either way, though, at least it's nice out, and we get to stream again. It's been way too long, in my opinion. And more hardwood. Yeah, it's been a long while. I really didn't want to take that extended time off, because I knew Monday I wasn't going to be able to stream anyway. Mainly due to the fact I had multiple appointments and then a haircut. So that was fun. But I at least got to have lunch with my mom. That was nice. It's been a while. Got to, we went to this place that, we'd never been to. Hey, 21, how are you doing this fine morning? But yeah, we went to this place that we had never really tried. And so we tried, like, I tried a calzone there because it was interesting how it was, talked about. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try one. It was actually really good. Made differently. Doing fine, just woke up. That's fair. At least it's alright this fine morning. Just collecting hardwood for Robin's quest. But yeah, I got to try calzone. My mom tried a Reuben. Apparently that was pretty good. And then we also tried one of the appetizers, because that's something we try to do with new places, is try one of the appetizers. They had really good mac and cheese bites. Like, compared to other places, they were one of the only places that I've actually eaten at that have made, like, mac and cheese bites with seasoning inside it. So that was definitely a big surprise, but it was a welcome one, nonetheless. Like, it was actually pretty good. Like, being able to try these different things from different restaurants whenever you get the chance is so fun. Like, I try to try mac and cheese bites whenever I see them because I like mac and cheese bites a lot. So, like, whenever I go to a new restaurant, I'm always like, you know what? I might just try those. it's one of those appetizers that when I see, I'm just like, ah, yes, childhood. Because they're really good and they're part of my childhood in a way. I've always loved mac and cheese bites. Yeah, there was this place that used to be around where I lived, but I remember when it closed down, I was like, no, because they had such good mac and cheese bites. Oh, it was such a shame. I mean, I know why they closed down. Mainly due to money and other things. Doesn't make it any less sad. Ooh, a little lag spike there for a sec. But yeah, I do want to try more of that stuff from other places. Like, for those of you who don't do it, I highly suggest trying like a familiar recipe in new places. Each time you go to it, like find one you like that's more common. So good. Because you get to really like get a taste for the different styles and stuff, and it really helps. Ooh, our golden trash can is ready. Okay, so it is sunny today, and the spirits are neutral. Hello, sweetie. I'll have a little ritual planned in here for later today. Don't worry, it won't make a mess. Probably. I mean, fair. I'm just collecting coffee to make a bunch of triple shot espresso for the mines at this point. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna... I need to replace those over time eventually, but... Time to pet the cows, the chickens, ducks, and rabbit. I also need to look into the cost of the barn upgrades. I'm just grabbing all this since I'm gonna be here anyway. Anything in here? No. Bonk, 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 and bonk. Wow, I actually had the perfect amount for every single egg. Ever since Toriyama passed, I've been getting a lot of Dragon Ball news. Oh yeah, same here. Like, it's honestly a shame that he passed. I mean, think how many people's hero he was in some form. I mean, he was an artist like no other. I mean, think how many childhoods he shaped. Like, dang. I mean, and it's gonna be the same as, like, more, like, I've been getting quite a bit about Backyardigans since, the creator passed, that I've seen at least. Because I used to watch that show as a kid, and I recently started rewatching it, even as an adult. Yeah, it's as an adult. Like, I already know a lot of the kid stuff, but it's definitely a bit of nostalgia for me. Like, as a person, having that bit of nostalgia is nice. What? Sorry. Just gonna fix that a little bit. But yeah, like, I've been trying all sorts of, like, old stuff I used to watch. Like, like, whenever I get the chance, even if I don't watch it, I put it in the background when I'm working. And it's kind of crazy because I really don't remember some of the stuff from it until, like, more recently, and I'm like, dang, this was really weird. It also really shows the difference in television back then versus now. Like, dang. Because some of the stuff I grew up with, yeah, but I didn't watch as a kid either. Like, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I didn't watch that till it was already over. Mainly because I just didn't watch Nickelodeon a lot as a kid. I watched a lot of Boomerang. Oh, Slime Goal's done. Nice. For anybody who remembers the show Wow Wow Wubsy. Oh my god, that was... I wonder whatever happened to that show. I don't think I ever figured that out. Wow, wow, wubsy, 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 wow, wow. God, that's a memory and a half for me. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Rocky and Bullwinkle as well. Mr. Peabody. God, I'm just having memories of all sorts of shit I used to watch as a kid. And, like, as a teen. A lot of stuff I also watched with my Grammy as well. And my grandpa. I watched quite a bit with him too, but like Wild Kratts, God, I remember when that first came out. Back in my day. Because I used to watch Zaboomafoo. And when I found out that they were the ones behind Wild Kratts, I was like, okay, I'll watch it. God, it was a weird-ass show. It really opens up a lot of, like... Jesus Christ, what did I watch as a kid? Wild Kratts, why does that sound familiar? It was a PBS Kids show. It was about two brothers and their two friends, and they'd turn into, like, like, the animals with, like, their magical powers of their robotic suit things. Where it'd be, like, form of blank. Which really reminded me a lot of Power Rangers. Which I used to do a lot of as a kid. Hell, I used to do so much with Power Rangers, I still have the limited edition cookie set. Like the cookie cutters and everything. I still have those. And I looked it up. Apparently, some of them are not as expensive, but because the fact they are unopened still, they actually sell for a good chunk, but I don't think I'll ever sell them, surely because part of me wants to open them just so I can use them for once. Like, I have a bunch of stuff that most people don't have. Like, for those of you who watched Pokemon and remember the Pokemon Black and White Victini movie, I saw that in theaters. I have the gigantic Victini card they gave out for people. I have the QR code that you could scan back when, on the 3DS for the Pokédex thing. Like, I have all of that. I still have all of it. Like, and I can pull it out if I look, like, through all my stuff. I could probably find it. But it really opens up your perspectives of the fact of, like, Jesus Christ, it's been how long? Like, it doesn't feel like it's been as long as it has. And it's really crazy to me now. Because I'm here like, well, shit. Because I remember a lot of this shit as a kid. And I remember, like, waking up early in the morning some days to watch some of the shows I grew up with. Oh, those are memories. Like, but now I'm just here like, dear God, I'm old. That's one thing that I have gotten used to as I've gotten older is, Jesus, I'm old. But yeah, Wild Kratts was one of those shows that I watched quite a bit. Stuff you're saying is giving flashbacks. Oh yeah. Like, this is stuff that I watched quite a bit. Not just when I was younger, but also, like, I've been rewatching some of this stuff / listening to it. Like, this is stuff that I, like, have actual stuff. Because I remember watching some of it with my sister, my little cousins. Like, as much as so many people are like, oh, Bluey's so good, I just never could get into the show, personally. Even though I know my little cousins love it. I just never could get into the show, personally. Like, I can understand why people like it. I just can't, like, personally deal with it myself, because it's just not a show that interests me. And my ADHD brain just goes, ooh, what's this? Every time I watch it. Like, gosh, I've been re-listening to, more or less, all the Last Airbender and Legend of Korra series. Gosh, I still remember when Legend of Korra came out. I watched the series whenever it was out, but God, they treated it so poorly. Like, let me just give you a thing. So, first, they had Saturdays. They had Saturdays at, like, I think it was, like, 8 a.m. Then it was moved to Fridays at 7 p.m. Then it was moved to Fridays at 8 p.m. Then it was moved to online only. Then it was moved to Friday nights at 9 p.m. Like, it. Why? And the only reason it even came back from online was for its final season. And surprise, surprise, what they considered late night stuff for adults is when we actually got, like, the gay relationship and stuff. But it's also, like, a lot of people really don't realize how important Korosami was to actual, like, to the actual community overall because of, like, the impact it made. Because both were main characters, which hugely impacted. God, we're running out of stone. And wood. You know, I really need to go down here and fix that. But, yeah, like, a lot of that stuff, like, I'm going back and watching it, mainly for my own sake, because, like, even if I'm not, like, watching it fully and listening to it, I still can remember a lot of the stuff, too, like, dang, it's crazy to me. The sheer amount of stuff that I actually remember from these, like, cartoons and stuff I grew up with. Like, but also how much they got away with. Like, there's some... That's one thing I will say I noticed, is a lot of people will disrespect people after they die. Of course, there's some people who deserve it. Like, there are people who deserve it, but there's some people who just don't deserve it. And one thing I'm just gonna say is, if you want to have a better mental health, like, don't use Twitter for your own sake. Like, I have a Twitter. I don't use it. I don't post on it. I'll check it, like, once every blue moon. Your crops will certainly be appreciated of this weather. No, thanks. Did I check the fortune teller? Yes, I did. But yeah, like, that's something I've noticed personally, is there are people who will purposely hate things just to hate on it. Like, for example, let's use, Legend of Korra for a big example. People blame Korra for being a Mary Sue, despite the fact that she literally is not a Mary Sue. She has so many flaws. But then when she actually succeeds at something, it's a Mary Sue. But when she fails, oh, she's the worst person ever. It's like, people wanted it to be so much like The Last Airbender. TCG Online. That's fair. Yeah, like, I check on some of the stuff here and there. But, yeah, I stay away from Twitter for the most part nowadays, for my own sanity. Because it's honestly way better for your sanity to just take that time. That's what I've kind of found. Like, me tabbing out on accident. Womp womp. But, like, a lot of this stuff I used to grow up with and I used to watch, none of it's the same now. But one thing that has stayed the same is Twitter being toxic. And that's something that I've learned to just avoid. I don't really use Twitter. It's just a toxic place, and Since Musk took over, it's been so bad. Especially if you want to have sanity. Would be around with or without. Like, one thing a lot of people seem to forget is, without Dragon Ball, we would not have a lot of the series we do nowadays as well. Dragon Ball was a huge influence to a lot of series we watch now. Compared to what we used to watch. Like, the actual rise and stuff of anime and everything, a lot of stuff with Dragon Ball was important to it, even if we don't realize it all the time. Like, that stuff was extremely important. Like, Hunter x Hunter was an important series too, yeah, like, Hunter x Hunter has such a specific past, but saying that, like, shows like Dragon Ball and shows like all those animes and their manga counterparts all had a huge influence on the stuff we have nowadays. Like, it's what popularized a lot more of that cartoon, like, style where you could just be more fluid. Oh, I love it so much. We're at 6 hearts! Time moves at a snail's pace whenever I'm working. Oh, sorry, please excuse me. Aww. I feel bad for her. But, like, when you actually look at it, a lot of that stuff did become popular after Dragon Ball, especially. And whether people like it or not, there's always going to be people who will hate on things, no matter what, over small shit. That's the sad part. Voila, my newest creation! It's a deluxe 4-poster bed crafted from the finest local hardwood. Robin, what's the point of 4 posts? It seems like an inefficient use of materials. It's called beauty, bud. You know that thing that most people find enjoyable? I see your point, but we can't let that outweigh the utility and efficiency of a sleep repticle. Oh my god, I can't speak. You know, sometimes it feels like you're being deliberately obtuse, just to irritate me. Is that what you're doing? Hey, Boshi, come in. Check this out. It was the bed I was able to make thanks to all the wood you gathered. So what do you think? The aesthetics are perfect. Yeah! Ahem, well, if anyone needs me, I'll be in the doghouse. Now that I have the prototype, I can start selling them in the shop. Hey, these might look good in your place, Boshi. What do you say we can pencil you in for half a dozen? Mom! Okay. Damn it, we're low on wood. Well, we could technically go to Marnie's, but you know what? Let's go to Marnie's and grab the auto collector for the cows. So then we can start making cheese. Oh. Pant. This is new. Good morning, Boshi. I just finished my morning jog. I got a good look at your farm. The progress you've made is amazing. I see that buildings constructed for you are still holding up. I hope they're serving you well. You did a great job constructing them. That's great to hear. I wasn't here in the valley yet when your grandpa was working the farm. I think Sebastian was, maybe. Around 2 or 3 years old when your grandpa retired. It was incredible how beautiful the farmland is now. I remember reading about it when it was mentioned in the news. That was a while ago. I hope you get another interview, Boshi. You made a lot more progress since then. I'm gonna go home and shower. Drop by later if you need anything. But I just did. I just dropped by. I just dropped by. When I found out he had passed, someone told me I did say the dude, please, for the love of God, you better be joking. Yeah, like, for me, I was never the biggest fan of Dragon Ball personally, but I still can recognize the actual impact he had for people overall in the community. Because when you actually look at everything he has done, like, he is part of the reason we have so much unintentionally, and I find that to be really interesting. Like, the stories of a lot of these creators are really interesting to me. Thank you. Ooh, we can buy goats next. But yeah, like, for me, it was definitely sad hearing about it the first time. Of course, over time, I grew to accept it, but doesn't make it hurt any less knowing that, like, these people who shaped loads of childhoods and loads of things, especially in the, like, when you're part of a world, like the art world, finding out that they are no longer with us, it's quite painful. Because that's so much history that's just gone now, and that is going to be in the history of those who remember, but also books. But as we've even seen, like, especially recently too, as, like, World War II veterans die out slowly, there's some people who don't want to admit that certain things have happened. Like, because that's one thing about history. Even if we take loads of photographs, etc., there's always going to be people who don't want to admit the truth, even if it's a horrible thing that's happened in the past of the world. That is something that is always happened, but in a lot of cases, artists in history are overlooked by a lot of people too. And it's one of those things of, the only people who can really keep his legacy alive are, well, his series, but also those who watched his series and those who looked up to him as artists. And it's the same thing with a lot of things. Sometimes, even if we don't realize it, we make a bigger impact on history just by remembering some of the people that just changed parts of our lives with one singular series or one singular act. And it's so interesting to me because it's one of those things that I think the best wisdom that you can have for it is, we can remember history, but you should not dwell on it. You should learn from the past and use that past as a guide to make a better future. And by remembering that part of history, we don't forget the mistakes we've made, so that future generations won't make the same ones. At least that's the hope. But even then, when good things come, eventually they will go. And that's one of the sad parts of it. No matter what, we're gonna see a lot more of the people who created the shows we grew up with slowly pass away. And that's one of the saddest realities of life, is knowing that a lot of the people we grew up watching aren't gonna be around forever. But one of the things that always makes me feel a little bit better is knowing that even if we don't think it, we have that power to keep their legacy going by doing what good they gave for us and spreading it, even if it's just small. Even the smallest smile can change a lifetime. The smallest smile can save someone, even if we don't realize it. A simple greeting of hello, even a simple wave. That's why it's important to always just be a better person and always treat people with respect. That's one of the things that I've always tried to do. Be respectful and listen. Those are some of the most important things. And by following the examples of those who came before us and spreading what good we can, like what we grew up with, in terms of the shows and following even bits and pieces of the good that they did for us as kids, we can actually do a lot more than we realize. And that's an important thing. So yeah, it's a shame that we have lost people, especially in these communities, these juggernauts of childhood. For a lot of people, especially. But the best we can do for them to live on in their memory is to just be better people and to keep on the happiness they brought us as kids. Try and bring more of that happiness, and that's the best we can do. And some of them even have great teachings through their own shows as well. Like, even if we don't realize it. Like, some are more obvious than others, but, like, one of the many reasons I love Legend of Korra, for example, is how realistic Korra was. She went through so much shit, and yeah, she suffered a lot, but the way they showed PTSD and suffering and all that stuff that she had to heal from was really important, and I always loved how they portrayed it because it was realistic. Not everyone faces it the same, but it was still realistic in its own form. And that's why God, let me just frickin' open the stone chest. But it's why I try to at least be a better example to those around me. Because if I'm going to at least be a person that grew up learning about a lot of this good stuff you can do, I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah, I know I've had people use my kindness to their advantage. Yeah, I'm more careful than I used to be. But one thing I have found is even that small bit of kindness has changed a lot of people's lives. And being able to be a form of light, or even a form of just time to relax in a darker time for some people. May go spend time in the tower. Oh shit! We got a star drop! I did not expect that. But even if... But, jeez. It reminds you of the... Strange, but the taste reminds you of Yoshi cookies. Honey, I wanted to give you this fruit as a symbol of my love. You've done nothing wrong, and I just need time to myself. Aww. That's adorable. Anyways, as I was saying, one of the things that's always been important is just taking your time. And that's one of the things that a lot of people need to do. And yeah, it's a very difficult thing for some people. Hell, I had so much trouble with it when I was younger of just taking my time on stuff. But being able to take your time, follow the examples of the people who came before you, and spread that little bit of kindness can make a world of difference. I know I grew up with shows like Mr. Rogers and Mr. Ed and all sorts of shows that I used to watch throughout my life. But one thing that I've always just been able to do is follow that lead of the good people and the good morals I was taught. Yeah, there were some bad things I was taught too, mainly due to old stereotypes, but learning to grow and be willing to change. Hell, one of the things I always loved about Avatar is Uncle Iroh. Even his teachings are some of the most important things to think about. After all, in the case of Uncle Iroh, even following his teachings just a little bit can make the world of difference. Well, yes, like, one of the biggest ones is, while it's good to believe in oneself, sometimes belief from another can make a world of difference. And, yeah, it's why I try to be supportive of those around me, my friends and family. Because, in all reality, I know they can do it in a lot of cases. Like, it's the same thing with a lot of people. I know that people have the power to do things that they don't even realize they can. Under the right circumstances, they can. I've seen people do so many wonderful things, and I've seen people do horrible things. But one thing that I've seen happen time and time again is people changing the way the game of just existence itself has worked. And that's a good thing. Seeing people just be nice to each other, even make the slightest bit of joy for those who may not be happy, it's important. And it's why you need to take that time to just talk with people and listen. I know I'm not a perfect person. No one is. Hell, I've made my fair share of mistakes in life too. But one thing I have learned from that, at least, is no matter what, it's okay to fail. And it's okay to not be perfect. And it's worth it to be a better person. It's something I grew up learning, but over time I've realized how true it is. I mean, I grew up with all sorts of different things happening around me, and I had moments where I just didn't have time to even think or even have a childhood at times, but one thing I know for sure is even if for moments those shows made such a big difference on my life. And yeah, while it's sad to lose them and the creators of those shows, the best we can really do for them is to let their legacy live on through the kindness that we're able to spread that they did to us. That's probably the best way you can really do it. I need to put hay into those. But like, even if we don't see it, we make a bigger difference in our lives and to those in our lives. You know, I'm just gonna go buy the thing from Marnie first. Because we want a goat. Let's see who's going to become the goat. There we go. And the goat. Is that supposed to... Okay, that's 6. So that will be... ASMR Mew. You know, if it was a K instead of a Y, the fact that it was so close to Miku in general is funny to me. Like, the thought of it is just funny to me. Either way, well, welcome as a goat to the wonderful farming life. I just like lost my breath halfway through breathing out, and that sounded so weird. Aw, cute goats. I like goats. Goats are adorable. When is the luau again? I'm trying to remember. I really don't remember when the luau is. If I did, I would totally use that to my advantage. I think it's the 13th in game. If I remember right. One thing a lot of people don't realize about those is you can actually get, like, the different saps, if I remember correctly. It's a rare chance, but I know you can. And it's very nice. Which, of course, is always useful. Oh? Did Caroline forget about the aerobics class today? It's Thursday. Maybe she got caught up with gardening in her greenhouse. Sorry about the locked door, ladies. Let's go work up a sweat. Oh. Aerobics? Oh, hello, Boshi. I overheard some ladies in town. There's an aerobics class? It looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, they meet up once a week. Oh, I see. Your community has so much personality. Very different feeling from my home in the countryside. There are many people out there. You should get more involved here. Oh, I don't know. I'm just an outsider. I was once an outsider. Give it a chance? I'll think about it. Well, I'm gonna finish reading the screenplay before the break is over. It was a pleasure talking to you. Aww. Yes! Do it! I actually want to see her succeed now. I want to see her become part of the aerobics class. I know it's not Tuesday in game, but still. You give Dusty mini pets. Hee, pet the dog. I love dogs. Dogs are great. Who doesn't love a beautiful doggo? One with so much love and care that you can pet for hours on end. Hey, Clint. Thank you for my trash can. You received a gold trash can. How fancy. Bump. Gotta talk to Claire. I joined the aerobics class. Everyone in there is really sweet. I don't work Tuesdays, so it fits right into my schedule. Marnie mentioned festivals you have here. They sound like fun. Aww. She's becoming part of the community. Honestly, I'm proud of her. She deserves it. I want to hug her. Invasive crab species living in the local mine. How many days? 2 days? Yeah, it's the 11th, not the 13th. But yeah, I know, gosh. It's so weird seeing modded Stardew, even now. Hell, I don't even know what's in the new update yet, and I don't want to be spoiled on it, so I haven't watched anything relating to it, so that we can be surprised and, like, we can all experience it together, when we're done with this series. Honestly, if I'm gonna find a crab, that's gonna be difficult. But if I go down to, like, I think it's the 90s? Plus, then I can also... Well, that was quick to find one. Because I do need to kill some of the other stuff anyway, so... There we go. A nice bomb. Which, honestly, I think I'm gonna keep. Womp womp. There we go. Yeah, let's try and get a few more of those rock crabs. Because I feel like that's just gonna be useful. And dead. That's 2 of the 5. Because I know we need to get all of them anyway, so it's just going to be better to get all of them. Dead. Dead. Okay. I hate these bats with a passion. They're so annoying. Because the bats just... I think they're one of the more annoying ones, the, like, flying enemies like that. Dead. Well, that's 2 more left. Bonk. Bonk. And the good part is at least I'm getting some stone, too. So that's another plus to this. Take the copper. Plus, I also get to, like, complete more of my monster goals, so... Ooh, squid ink! I think I actually need to sell that. I need to stop tabbing the fuck out. I keep doing that. I keep tabbing out. God, I need to get one of those as an emote. Like a tab out emote. When I accidentally tab out. You know, there could totally be... You know what? If I could totally set it up, and it would take a bit of time for me to do it, but I could totally set up a thing where people could just do !tab if they're subscribed or mods for every time I've tabbed out, and basically just keep count, which honestly might end well, might not. Who knows? Never know till you try. Dead. Hey, the last 2 crabs we needed. Dead. Well, that was easy. And I can also... Okay, talk to Demetrius. Okay. Leave the mines. I'll talk to Demetrius tomorrow in-game. Welcome back, Siggy. How are you doing today? No, I want the damn sweet pea. There we go. Hopefully we'll get a really good luck day and we can go to the Skull Caverns today. I would really like to do another Skull Caverns run eventually. Eventually. The good part is at least we're getting a bunch of stuff ready for it. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Here. One, two, three, four, five. Hardwood is like so good to go through sometimes like that. I've gotten so much like wood from it so far. So nice. The crab would go with the fish. Crab. I know there's like, I remember getting the cutscene once where I had like a fish pond full of crabs and I got a cutscene with Willy. I remember that being a thing. It was really weird. But we did get quite a bit done today. The plan is to get to the luau, hopefully. I really am excited for the luau. At least we're making some money. Of course, we need to still upgrade our barn and other shit, but... Okay. Time to remember what exactly we need. I need a red snapper, so we're gonna need to fish. Milk, maple syrup, rabbit's foot. And that's it? Oh, the wizard isn't in here. It means he's outside. Fun. Also means we get to spend a little time fishing today. I got up early and fed all the farm animals, hope it makes your job a little easier today. Also filled Athena's water bowl. I'm just gonna relax and inspect the farm today, okay? Such a nice looking area. Kiss. Yay! Happy! People happy! Yay! I honestly love, like, that I got to marry the wizard in this. Like, I've always wanted to do that in Stardew, but I never got to. Surprise! The wizard's a new marriage candidate in the new update! That would be funny, wouldn't it? Moo! Quack! Okay, that's 2 of the milk we need. We're gonna need 10 of it. Nope. I'm mainly checking for rabbit's feet. We need them feet. You know, saying that out loud makes it sound so much worse than it actually is. Yeah, we need them feet. We need those feet. God, that sounds so wrong on so many levels. Them toes. Hand them over. Remember, stay hydrated. Ooh, large goat milk. I can turn that into something. There we go. Yeah, we have so many fish we're gonna need to catch anyway, so might as well take some time to do that. But of course, we're gonna want to turn this into goat cheese, and then we're gonna want to keep it for the luau. Because this will be such good cheese, and the luau will love it! But, fun fact... I do want to complete the community center. I don't know if we're going to complete it today or not, but if we do, it just means when we do Stardew next, we get to do some other fun stuff with it. Get to see what else there is post-community center. Oh, hello, I don't see you often. You're sweet, thanks! Hello, nice day, isn't it? Yes, it certainly is. Back went to make the sandwich. That's fair. Oh! Hi, Alex! Oh, hi. It's Boshi, right? No, it's Yoshi. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm enjoying this great weather, Boshi. Hey, go long. You know, the irony of it is I actually am okay at catching and throwing footballs. Like, ever since middle school, I used to be really good at it. I'm gonna be the first professional grid ball player from Stardew Valley. There's no doubt in my mind. I already led my school's team into the regional playoffs. Now I'm just gonna be training, claiming stronger so I can claim my spot in the roster of Zuzu City Tunnelers. You just wait. I believe in you. By the way, I hope that sandwich is good. Thanks, Boshi. I'll remember that. And then they kissed. The end. Sorry, too much fan fiction after many years. Corrupts the brain, I guess you could say. Jokes aside, though. Hopefully we can get the fish we need. Oh shit, yeah, we can get the crimson fish too. Let's go and try and catch that. That's not going to end poorly at all. Of course. Hi, Willy. And boom. Trap bobber. Damn, those seagulls were like, nope, as soon as I walked out. They already knew what was coming to them. They already knew I was coming for their butts. I was gonna frickin', I don't know, yell at them angrily. I honestly don't like seagulls that much. The amount of times I've had them steal my food from me is higher than I'd like to admit to myself. Scooby-Doo as an Elden Ring boss. What? I kinda want to see that now. Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of interesting to me. The thought of Scooby-Doo as an Elden Ring boss is kinda funny to me. Perfect! A halibut. Let's see what else we can get. I don't remember, I think it's okay if... I don't know the exact spot you have to be for it. I think you might need to be closer to the middle, but... Don't quote me on that. Watch it be my first catch. That'd have been fucking hilarious. Treasure! Yeah, you know, I was watching some stuff the other day. Ooh, a red mullet. Coal! I actually need that. But I was watching stuff the other day, and oh my god, it was so dumb. Because I was watching my dogs, and my dogs like to watch TV. We don't know why. They just like it. So I was watching, it was dumb videos of animals doing, like, and it was so funny to me. Because it was just a compilation of that stuff that kind of popped up on my recommended. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this. And I was watching it, and my dogs were just watching it for a bit. And then there was this moment where a dog was chasing its tail, and you hear it yelp as it bites its own tail, and you just hear my dog Dewey like basically judging this. It was like he was judging the dog on the TV, like, what an idiot. And I just found that so fucking hilarious. Because it's like, I never knew Dewey would judge a dog that much. It was the first thing that came to your head. You know what? Fair. Scooby Demon. But yeah, it was so dumb to me, but funny. Because I've never really... You don't really see your dog do stuff like that all the time. Well, that wasn't a legendary fish, so... Probably an octopus. But yeah, it was so funny to me. Nonetheless, though, I love my doggos. Even if they are weird in their own little ways. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Red mullet. Can't you catch a red snapper in summer? I believe you can. Honestly though, I enjoy this. Like, just being able to chill. It's one of the many reasons I love playing Stardew on stream. Being able to chill with the music and just chat. Like... Dang. Come on. Yeah! Oh, hi, Crimson Fish. Got it! First try, baby! And I got treasure! I got a dressed bobber. Honestly, I didn't expect to get the Crimson Fish that fast. Well, at least we got the legendary fish. And we can catch this fish, too. Click. Red mullet. And some wood. We can go back over to the other side where there's actually a deeper part to the ocean. And we can catch more fish. Because we'll have a better rating over there in terms of fishing. So that will be useful. Do, do. Do, 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 do. There we go. I'm just happy we caught that Crimson Fish so quick. Now we just need to catch a red snapper. And if I remember correctly, they spawn in summer. I caught a pufferfish. Let me check something. Have I caught a red snapper before? No, I haven't. Imagine if it was a fall fish. That would suck. I have so many random fish. Name a kind of weird superpower. My first thought went straight to the whole Big Bertha thing in Marvel, where her whole mutant power is she would get very, very, like, fat and super strong. And the way her powers would deactivate is she was anorexic and she would vomit it all back up. 99% critical hit chance Tuesday while holding an empty beer can. Fair. I mean, mine was literally based off an actual superhero that existed. It was super weird. But, if we're going for technicals, a very weird superpower, the power to make anyone shit themselves. But only on leap days. So only on February 29th can you make people shit themselves. And it's not just a casual shit. It's aggressive. It's aggressive shitting. What? Aggressively shits. Something about the thought of that is funny to me. Just, I don't like you, you're an asshole. Aggressively shits. It sounds like a dumb meme. It really does. Oh no. It sounds like a dumb meme that, like, came from, like, late 2010s, early 2020s. If you remember the Minecraft meme. Hey, babe. Shits aggressively. God, that's such a weird one. One thing that is very, like, common for me is being one of the most chaotic in my friend group. Like, even my IRL friend group, I can come up with some of the most chaotic bullshit stuff. Oh, I didn't get to talk about D&D either. Oh, that was interesting. We didn't have we didn't have that long of a session this time because we didn't have as much time. But the first person to they finally faced the first person to ever to ever, like, recognize Boris, but not for Boris. Recognize Boris because he looks similar to someone she knew in life. Because she's a high elf who, I can't say it on Twitch what happened to her. But, and I don't think I can describe the scene very well without getting banned from Twitch, because the thing my group has is if something gets too gory or too graphic, we have a safe word. But otherwise, I do some pretty graphic descriptions of how some things happen. Because we try to make it quite realistic. Like, there was the whole mutilation barn incident. There was a lot. 3 feet off the ground so I can't get arrested from stepping foot on private property. You know what? That would be funny. You know, that would be the funniest thing. To just fuck with people. I'm not on your property. See, I'm 3 feet off the ground. Don't you know? If it's not touching the ground, it's not on your property. Why do you think planes get to pass through? There'd probably be laws made specifically for people like that, though. Like, almost certainly. Come on. I'm surprised we haven't caught a red snapper. Are they only in fall? I might need to look that up. Because I don't remember. Unironically, I don't remember. Red snapper, Stardew Valley. Yeah, during oh, it's only during rainy weather. That's why we're not seeing it. And it can be caught during summer, fall, and winter. But winter needs a rain totem. Well, that explains it. Ooh, broken glasses. I'll take it. What's our fishing level look like? Ooh, level 9. Nice. You know what? Let's go for another legendary fish, too. Let's go for the fucking mutant carp. Let's mutate its ass. Hi, Crobass. Don't mind me, I'm just fishing for some mutants. You know, the fact that the sewers are green makes you wonder what the fuck the Stardew citizens have been shitting. Like, if all of their poop is green, I have so many questions. Because there is some... There needs to be some better medical help if it's all green. You get me? I thought you said hi, Grimace. Here comes Grimace. Oh my god, no. Oh my lord. I saw another version of the Grimace Shake meme that someone did with the Shamrock Shake. And instead of being like this thing where it like went what the fuck type stuff, instead like they got a full-on kilt and everything and actually like learned an Irish dance to do it. Which I found to be one of the funniest things about it, is they actually spent time to get like a bunch of stuff to make it look nice. Rubies and a Nautilus shell. And we got our second legendary fish of the day. Now we are at a total of 3 legendary fish. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, like, I really don't know how you heard hi, Grimace. That's something that does surprise me. Either way, though. Yeah, I hadn't got a clue. Big yawn. And boom. 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 There we go. Just gonna do this, and then... Okay, what do I have doubles of? Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. Now I can just sell what is left that I don't really want. So that's a good thing. And I can put these away. Honestly, being able to just take some time to like go through all this is very useful. Yeah, until it rains, we should be fine. So that's a good thing. Because we got till it rains. We just gotta hope that we can get it, though. Then, of course, we need to get our goat cheese for the luau. Level 9 fishing. Sea foam pudding recipe. Woohoo! And we made a good chunk of money, at least. Water. Walter. Walter. Weather reports. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Ooh, it's a good luck day. Ba-ba-do. Well, good thing I got a pufferfish. I'll leave him to do his thing. And since we're gonna be doing a big one today, what do I need for the fucking desert totem again? Iridium, coconut, hardwood. 2 coconut. 4 iridium. and some hardwood. Perfect. And then we'll head over to the desert. Can put this away. And I'm gonna leave that there for now. Quack. There's the rabbit. Okay. So, we're getting really close to the stuff. Yeah, look at this goat cheese. That's gonna be so nice for the luau. Because I want to get as much of the friendship as we can. It's just gonna be difficult. Okay, so. Grab these. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-ba-da. Vroom! Before we go to Skull Caverns, we need to take this to the monster. That sleeping dragon. Where is it? I know it's somewhere. I'm still picturing Scooby-Doo as an Elden Ring boss. I don't know why. I mean, it's such a random thing. Come on, where is it? I thought it was down. It should be. It means I missed it somewhere. There it is. There we go. Now we can get the Mr. Key stuffs done. Hell yeah. Well, that was quick. Meow. Come on. Come on. Just heal myself. I need to get some health potions eventually from the dwarf when I get more money. Well, dead. Come on. There we go. Ooh, that crit mattered. Dead. Down a level. Kaboom! At least we're gonna get a lot of stone from this, too. Dead. Okay, There we go. That's another set dead. I'm getting better at this. I just need to warm up more to the Skull Caverns. Scooby-Doo wasn't a D&D. What class would he be? Honestly, being a scaredy cat, the stuff he does, the amount of eating, it's difficult, but honestly, the easy answer is saying druid because wild shape, but honestly, if we're going for a less easy answer, wizard. In all honesty, because he's not a fighter. But honestly, with how much he unintentionally takes out the enemy, he could also be classed as a rogue. Sheerly from sneak attack. So, honestly, there's a few classes he could fit into. Druid is just the easiest. Oh, that's just rude. There we go. But yeah, I think Scooby-Doo would fit rogue if we're not counting druid. Surely because druid is just an easy out. Speaking of druid, one of the players, the player who plays Boris, has decided to become part druid. And honestly, I love the idea behind it, except for the fact that they want a freaking spider as a pet. Because I hate spiders with a passion. 9 levels? Jeez. Like, I have horrid arachnophobia. And of course, what a surprise. He has his own little mini spider he wants to use. Yay! Frickin' of course. The thing is, he knows that his fiance and I both have arachnophobia, so he's doing it purposely, too. It's no accident. No, no, no. It's a purposeful thing. He knows. He chooses to be a menace. Can burn spider. Oh no, it would be their pet. Meaning, no, it would be a good thing for them. So, I decided to give them an ultimatum thing. And here's how we're gonna do it. Basically, they get to do it, but because it's a tarantula, what we're doing is we're making it so if you've ever watched Owl House, then you know about Palisman. It's going to be similar to a Palisman that they're going to be able to cast their druid spells through, and depending on what druid circle they go to, because they want to take multiple levels in druid, it will have a different look, and it will affect how their abilities are used. So like if they go for of stars, it will turn into the constellation around them when they use that ability. And wild shape is basically, like, the way they put it is, part of the reason they want wild shape is just so they can get the abilities of the animals they turn into. Which, fair. That's why I didn't give it to them, in case, because one, it's a bit broken, and two, then it also, yeah. But I get why they want to do it. Because while they can fly with, like, birds and stuff because it changes parts of them, like, even then, it's such weak flying that they're half-speed movement. But it doesn't matter when they use it, because they don't use it in battle. They only use it for roleplay stuff. Even then, though, it's still fun. And I'm excited to see what they do with it, because I know they have some plans. And whatever those plans are, I don't fully know them all. But I do know quite a few of them. And I am really excited to see how certain things go, because, yeah. Ooh, Pepper Rexes. Those are some of the hardest things, though, to finish the Monster Slayer goal for. Like, in all honesty, I always have trouble with Pepper Rexes. Dang, not even those? But yeah, like, nonetheless, I'm still excited to see what he does. I'm just not excited for the damn spider. And he knows that. He takes immense satisfaction in it. I know he does. He's mentioned it to me. That he knows. Hell, even his fucking fiance has arachnophobia like me. He's doing it purposely. And if that isn't the most, like, ha, fuck you type move, I don't know what is. It means he's purposely doing it to fuck with me and his fiance. And honestly, good on him for having the balls to do that. Do they have one IRL? No, they don't. Because their fiance has arachnophobia, she's like, oh, fuck no. But they have a mini spider statue. Because that's the most they were able to get. That, and they also have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 2 turtles last I checked. They don't need more pets. And the turtles were pets they acquired as from the family of the fiance, as a thing of like, hey, we can't take them with us. They're yours now, and they're like, okay. We like turtles. So that's kind of the whole story behind that one. But yeah. Like, nonetheless, though, like, they're still pretty cool about it, and, like, they understand why I don't like spiders, because when I was younger, I got bit by a brown recluse. I'm fine now, but still terrifying encounter. And for those who don't know what a brown recluse does to you, necrosis. That's what its venom does. I was thankfully able to not get bit in a big enough place to be an issue, but it has haunted me forever. That's why I don't like spiders. I have childhood trauma behind that. That's why I don't like spiders at all. It's especially why when I see smaller spiders, I can't stand daddy long legs, barely. Just, it's so difficult for me to deal with spiders. And, yeah. Either way, though, at least he's respectful enough to be like, yeah, I won't bring it all the time, but yeah. And, like, as a DM, I understand why he wants to. Because, honestly, I think it's a cool idea. And the mix of ideas we did where basically he can have it and stuff, but it's like a talisman, I think that's cool. And it adds a different level of balancing, but also it's... And it's not like it's gonna be a weapon, it's literally just gonna act as a spell focus. So it's not gonna be broken overpowered. And it's not gonna be like a normal familiar either, so it at least adds that bit where it's not crazy. So that's at least a plus of it. Like, I'm glad that they are understanding. It is so nice. And it's like, I actually really love the idea of, like, even if it wasn't a spider, I would have, like, I was nervous about it, but the idea of making it that way, and, like, using that for, like, its own balance, I think that's cool. Because I think it adds a whole different level of the balance system. And I do like being able to come up with new ideas. So I'm excited to see where it kind of heads from there. We'll just have to see. And at least we're getting some Iridium now, too. But in all honesty, I love D&D, and I love the group I'm a part of. Like, I love being their DM. Like, the 4 of them are just so nice. And I try to give them all equal time. They haven't leveled up in a long time because we just haven't gotten there yet. Because they're really close, and depending what happens next session, they're gonna be leveling up. Because they finish things in such an order, so they don't know this yet. I do. But, the person who killed the now Banshee, and the woman they are gonna, that, Boris wants to help, specifically was killed by, one of the other characters' adoptive mothers, and Boris's adoptive mother, Rose. They were killed by her grandfather, who is a druid, who lived very, very long time. And so, it's gonna create some interesting drama, and because they also did something for Rose, and they still need to take the thing back to her, it's gonna create a whole nother layer, and depending if they want to or not, basically because of the order they did it, they get a choice of if they have Rose come with them for this next part of it or not. And if she does, it's gonna open up a whole can of worms related to her past, and them getting to meet their grandparents, basically their adoptive grandparents, because they don't know Rose adopted people, because Rose is estranged from them for good reason. Rose is trans, canonically, like, and with how I did her story, it's sad, it really is, but it's honestly the least sad thing of her whole life. I would say that would go on to watching her fiancé die, which the party is going to get to find out beforehand. But it's going to be interesting to see, like, how they react, because I know with how certain things are, like, in the group and the story, I have a feeling that it's going to hit some people harder than others. Like, the full revelation, once they realize, like, everything that happened. But I have a feeling it's also going to really bring together Rose's character as well as Boris and Mara's character. Because Rose basically adopted Boris and Mara. Like, it's definitely going to be a difficult thing for them to hear about everything that happened to her, and find out why she was the way she was to them, and why she, like, gave them all the freedom that she didn't get, but also because of why she was also very protective of them at the same time. And it's going to really just... I'm excited to see how they react, because it's gonna put a lot of those pieces together for them. And knowing how the actual, like, players react about some stuff, I have a feeling that the one who's gonna have probably the biggest impact of it might be Boris's character, because Boris basically, that's the only mother figure he knows with his amnesia. But also, with Mara specifically, I have a feeling Mara is going to get affected the most because of what happened to her parents. But as a player, I feel like she's going to, like, be like, oh my god. Like, her character is going to probably be affected the most out of any of the characters, because there's going to be a whole new level of understanding between them, and I'm interested to see how she does it, because I know so well that when she's in it, she can be one of the best role players around. I have seen it, and when she gets into her role, I'm so proud of her, because when she started, she was so timid. Yeah, she doesn't do as much as she used, doesn't do a lot of roleplay, and she is nowhere near as timid as she used to be. But seeing her play the role and like, oh my gosh, it's so satisfying. Like, jeez. And I'm really excited to see how they react. Have any strange dreams last night? I did. All I remember is something having a lonely pepper. Weird. Dreams don't mean anything, do they, honey? Well, can't spend all day chit-chatting. You have work to do. Dreams do mean something. Fun fact. 5 mega bombs. We actually got pretty far last night too, so that's pretty good. Thank you, Linus. And God, we got a bunch of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. God, we have so much stuff. Of course, we got bones. Which, honestly, I think for the bones, personally, I'm gonna put them in monster drops. Same with the cloth. And then these, I can put in here. I need more, like, stuff. And we got some more of these. We got loads of geodes as well. Big plus. Omni geodes, magma geodes. Oh yeah, bring Demetrius that pufferfish. Da 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 da. Bro, yo, dude, what shiny Pokemon did you find? I hope you catch it. I really want to know what you found. I know I used to shiny hunt like quite a lot. I don't do so as much as I used to, but God, I need to get back into it. But yeah, I'd love to know what shiny you just found. I need to get back into shiny hunting one day. That could be a fun stream. Shiny hunting with Kayas. It exploded. What was it? I have a few guesses just from the explosion. But, I'm curious what shiny it was specifically. Because, it really depends on how sad you should be about it exploding. Oh, a Voltorb? Oh, that sucks. Hisuian or normal Voltorb? Because I really like both of them. Hisuian just has a much better look in my opinion. Kaboom! Like, Voltorb has a nice ass shiny. Nope, nothing too good. Just a normal one. I mean, it's still a really good shiny, though. Shame you lost it. Yeah, shinies are some of the cool... Like, there's some really nice shinies, like... Oh my god, I was playing Pokemon... Okay. I was playing Pokemon Go the other day. I know. Crazy. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm just loading up my Pokemon Go. I'm ready to hear bzzz. Yep, there it is. But, let me just collect the free daily gift because I need the Pokeballs. It sucks that I don't have a route near me either, so it's like, ugh. But yeah, I caught a shiny Bronzor the other day, and then literally on Monday, at the freaking hairdresser, I caught a shiny Sandshrew. And I'm like, oh shit! So I got 2 really good shinies. So that was like a big surprise, but also really nice. Like, I didn't expect to get a shiny Sandshrew. I do like the shiny Sandshrew and shiny Bronzor. Like, I think they're really good shinies. Honestly, Sandshrew is a shiny that I've seen people hate on, but personally, I like it quite a lot. If I had a nickel for every time shiny Pokemon kills itself, I'd have 35 nickels. Yeah, I've had that. If I had a nickel for every time I failed a shiny, I would not... I would be quite... Actually, I don't know how rich I'd be. I'd be rich enough. I just know that I'd be pretty rich. That's about as much as I can think of. Like, I've had so many shinies kill themselves on me. It sucks when it happens. Like, God, if I've had some explode, I've had some run away. Looks at the damn shiny Chansey from the Safari Zone. God, it's so annoying when that happens. I think the worst shiny I've ever seen would be Wally's shiny Ralts. And if you don't know about Wally's shiny Ralts, be happy you've never had to see it. Even if you do know about it, if you've never seen it, be happy. I am one of the unfortunate souls who witnessed it. And it still hurts to this day. It is one of those things that I look at and I'm just like, okay, yep, I'm fine. Totally fine. Like, that's how it feels for me. I've lost so many shinies. Like, after a point, you're just like, why? Why must you be this way, game? Bye-bye, Butterfree. Fun fact. I don't know if you know this, but in the anime, Butterfree did return to Ash. Canonically. You know who didn't, though? Fucking Primeape. Primeape would have been the perfect one to return to Ash. Especially with the addition of Annihilape into the games. But no. Butterfree returned. Fucking Butterfree returns. And it was sad. I might have cried a little. But it's also like, Jesus Christ. It's a bear! Please, I don't have the bare necessities with me. I can that smell. Come closer. Why'd I give him that weird voice? It's not every day I get to speak to a human. Looks like you got a little forest magic in you. Now, about my note, did you bring the good stuff? The good shit. Oh, that smells the really sweet stuff. It's my favorite sauce, if you get what I mean. Makes me very happy. You've made a friend today, Boshi. Come visit my home sometimes. I live near that abandoned vineyard. Oh, I also got something special I want to show you. The bear left you with his special knowledge. I don't know why, but I really just had to make that bear like a crackhead for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, in the Sun and Moon decks, it literally says Primeape gets so angry that it dies. Like, which was a big hint to Annihilape. Honestly, I think Annihilape was a really good evolution for Primeape. And I think it's a really cool looking Pokemon. Like, in all honesty. I think it was, like, the perfect next step for it. And it really needed it. Like, honestly, I'm glad Primeape got love in Scarlet and Violet for that. Like, Annihilape is so sick. I used it on my team. And what I did